Jones and CUTTINO Mobley are back. Time for an NBA story sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
New money.
Let's move to New Orleans, where Anthony Davis isn't going anywhere for the time being. The Pelicans raised a lot of eyebrows with their decision to keep playing AD, despite the fact he'll be on the trade block again this summer. But reportedly, the league threatened to fine New Orleans $100,000 for every game they sat Davis, a move that has Jeff Van Gundy up in arms.
I think their owner, Gail Benson, has missed out on an opportunity to take a stand for her team and for all small market teams in the NBA. Anthony Davis, one of the 5 best players in the NBA, publicly demanded a trade, and now the NBA is trying to bully her and threaten her with unduly harsh fines. And if I was her, I would say I'll pay the fine, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for my franchise.
I don't know if I buy that, because I think she's already taken a stand, and the Pelicans took a stance by not folding to the Lakers and their trade offer.
Exactly.
I think that was the stand for small markets when she didn't do that. I think now, I believe, and Jeff Gundy may know better and other people may know better, I think the league has promised the Pelicans some protection as it relates to Anthony Davis's trade value. They're going to work very hard this offseason to make sure they get great value for Anthony Davis. I don't have a problem with them playing Anthony Davis, even though they didn't play him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they certainly protected him before in the Chris Paul trade in terms of that. Yeah. Nixon that to make sure they got the proper value.
Keep going back.
I always go back to that. I love that.
You on that.
Look out. I don't like how we're contextualizing this and the way that we're phrasing it and threaten to fine, when it's in reality we're just going to execute a rule that is already there, and that rule is, we call it the Popovich rule, the rest rule, whatever you want to call it, but there's a rule there, and it's for good reason, especially in a star-driven league like the NBA, where you pay top dollar, hard-earned money to go out there and see stars go out there and play. So this may be a moment that is going to galvanize some form or revision to that rule, but the moment to revise it is after the season, after you collect your thoughts and your emotions go away and you start to realize, okay, how should we address this? Because this is a unique situation and you don't want to continue to set that precedent.
Jeff got to chill out a little bit on this one, because
you can't
have it both ways. Like, you can't have the organizations be penalized because of resting players and get ready for the playoffs, and then when the organization wants to switch it and hold a guy out according to how they feel, like they have to be able to do it. No, the rule is the rule, which was a good rule in 2017.
Yeah.
So, like, we have to do what's best for the fans, and the fans are paying those tickets, and the fans want to see guys play. And if he's able to play and wants to play, he should be on the court, because he gave you 32 and 9 in 3 quarters
in 25 minutes,
and that was a great sight to see.
Yes,
but check this out. Like, I don't like how they, like you said, I don't like how they throw words around like that. Bullying,
right?
New Orleans. Like, Jeff, you were the same person, if not this year, I think last year,
talk about the resting.
Saying about the resting.
Gotcha.
You didn't like the resting. Now all of a sudden, the NBA is bullying the owner of the Pelicans.
Rule.
What you got to pick one. Pick what you. Why? It's $2.6 million. If you don't want him to play, pay that $2.6 million. Let him sit down. You get great value. That's what you guys were talking about last week. You get the great value.
That's not bullying.
But if everybody knows, that those fans of New Orleans knows that man is healthy, give me a little something before you leave. Why am I going to sit here and
I might pay that $2.6 million.
2.6.
That's like paying an insurance policy to make sure
that's an insurance policy.
I'm doing as much as I can.
If you want to
make sure that he's healthy so I can get assets.
But Jeff can't say that.
Here's why I think Jeff is saying what he's saying, because I think Jeff, and again, he said what he said last year. Now he's looking at new information and a new reality in the league, and it's like, hold it. I think his comments really are about, man, these players have gone a little bit too far, and they have too much control. And again, I don't think he's in position to say what he really thinks.
That's like a chicken and an egg, though.
Yeah,
right?
but I think
owners be having too much power. Players have.
How can ownership have too much power?
They do.
How can?
Because you don't respect the rights of the players
at all.
Like,
we're cattle.
They abuse.
Yeah, you can abuse the rights.
You have to get off that stance. It's like owners in ownership, there's not an abuse of power.
Yeah.
There can be an abuse of power in ownership. Just because you pay money for it,
I
you
can
can't just
passively
do whatever you
aggressively
want to.
tell you what to do if I'm the owner.
Yeah.
I might not have to
can
demand it, but I can passively.
I can tell you,
And
play
these
when you're
guys
hurt.
are making
Tell you-
hundreds of millions.
Don't matter.
And guess- and guess what the-
Everybody's
and guess
not
what the
making
owners-
hundreds of millions
It
of
doesn't
dollars.
matter if
Jason.
you are.
Anthony Davis
Everybody's
will.
not.
No, D, not even that.
Everybody's
the
not doing-
owners, let me tell you
Doesn't
something. Them
matter if
owners
you
are
are.
successful owners before they even started basketball. If I give you $1, I'm making $3 off of you. That's what owners do. In any profession.
But it doesn't matter the dollar amount. Let's not do that because
No, he
it's-
said he making
doesn't
millions
it
of dollars.
matter?
It does.
It doesn't
when I
matter.
pay-
He stated
when
that.
I pay you for your services, I pay you as an employee. I don't pay you for all of your rights. I don't pay you for your privacies. I don't pay you for your identity. I pay you for your service.
Well, they're not
I gotta respect
doing.
other things.
They're
about
not
that.
doing that in terms of. No one's exploiting Anthony Davis.
No.
Is my point. The guy's going to make $200-300 million over the course of his career in the NBA.
And you don't subject them to unfair practices.
What
Also,
unfair practices is he?
if the guy
so-
wants to play, why
Can't
won't
stop
you
him
let him play? He wants to get. He wants to
can't-
get better.
Look,
You won't
man,
let him do that.
Well, again, no. He wants
You
to
just
come
wanna-
in with time on his contract. Get me out of here. I want to be traded.
Right.
I want to go play with LeBron.
But I'm still gonna
and
give you
Magic.
my full effort.
And as
I like,
the owner-
I like how you said it. Like that's how he said it. That's not how he said it, Jason. That's not how he said it.
How did he say it?
Get me out of here. I don't want
Get me out of here. I want to.
I'm go.
I don't even want to be on Bourbon Street no more. Just let me go.
That's what he basically did. And
He didn't say
ownership
that.
has a right, and Jeff Van Gundy saying it right. They have a right to push back and like, hey man, we paying y'all a lot of money. You can't just
So now you're gonna go out
because
your
y'all
way?
want to move city to city and play with best friends, and y'all don't really want to compete. We don't have to submit to all of that.
Oh, really? You just roll out the bed and get championships. Don't want to compete. That's how it goes. Team of LeBron, instant championship.
AD hasn't competed over the
7
his
years.
contract.
7 years.
He hasn't competed and given
He's
everything.
got
to the
more
city.
time on his contract. That's all I'm saying.
But has he competed? Yes or no? Has he given?
Yeah, of course.
Has he
Yes,
done
he's-
his responsibility?
Don't you want to go somewhere where you can
have
win?
they done a good job in
You
providing
can
stuff around
make
him?
where you're at a winning situation.
It's
How?
not
He's
that
tried.
easy, Jason. It
He's
really
tried,
isn't.
Jace. You can't do that. That's not how it works.
Man, and a contract
tried.
can take away your pain, huh? Oh, you get $100 million, man. You
So
should
you just
never
gonna settle
complain.
like that?
man.
Never
Hey,
complain
man.
about it.
200 million, be
Stop.
cool.
The people watching this show ain't making $100 million.
Well, we need to educate
There might be
them.
some other reasons
We
why
don't
they
need to
make
just
$100
sit down and
million.
look. We're not going
Might be some
down
other
there.
reasons. It's some
Because they
factors in
wasn't
it.
born 7 feet
It's some
tall.
factors in it.
Yeah, but at the same time, you shouldn't talk down to people and say, "Oh,
Who's
you know,"
talking down?
because
to-
you're.
Give me $100 million. Talk to me any kind of way.
No,
you
not
know.
me, not me. Especially if I got $100 million.
Oh, my God, are you
I'm really
kidding
gonna
me?
expect some love. If I get
Jason,
$100 million.
listen.
No, not me.
I know your personality. I know your personality. I know yours. Okay. I went to school for this. Somebody give you $100 million. Yeah, ain't nobody talking to you any type of way they want to talk to you.
Yes, they can.
Not
You know why?
They not doing it, Jason.
The
Not
people
you.
who are getting $100 million are
You a
getting
type
paid
A
for
personality. You're not gonna let
partnership
anybody
for
talk to you. I don't care how much money they give you.
Because you know what?
What?
I'm going to go home to my family and friends with that $100 million.
You have pride,
and
too.
ignore the idiot.
You have pride too, and it's about competition.
You can be bought.
Oh, you can be born.
You can be. It's a price on you, huh?
Let me find out.
100 is the price.
same price you got.
Hey, what do you
Same
say?
price. $100 million. Hell, coming up. A new football league delivered some huge ratings this weekend.
That.
They had a lot of success.
I mean,
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it coming up. Don't go anywhere.